Here is Gareth Bale into the box. Bale! Madrid take the lead for the first time in this game.
Well, his name will be everywhere in Madrid.
Yo guys, welcome to this video. In this video I'll be showing you the highlights from the past weekend league where I went 20-0. It was a back-to-back 20-0 which makes us 40-0 at the moment. I'll also quickly be showing you the rewards from this weekend league run where we got this absolutely insane player pick. By far the best player pick I've gotten all year. But without any further ado, enjoy. We are currently 33-0 and Mbappe does a nice elastico here but gets blocked by his defender. Coutinho with a nice step over and an easy goal to make it 1-0. I sent Zidane on a deep run here. My opponent moves his keeper, which makes it an easy save for him. I'm running down the line with Ginola, trying to get to the byline. My opponent decides to do a stupid sliding tackle with Lucio. I run into it and get a penalty, and of course Zidane steps up and slots it home to make it 2-0. And that was enough for my opponent to rage quit from this game. From kickoff in the very next match, my opponent decides to give me the win. His goalkeeper pushes up the field, tries to kick the ball away but somehow misses it, and that makes for an easy goal for Ginola to make it 1-0. So here we are at 35-0. I find Mbappe with a bit of space on the edge of the box and he makes it 1-0 in the 3rd minute. In the 15th minute, my opponent goes down the line with Coutinho. He switches across to Adeyemi, who makes it 1-1. In this game, my opponent has some very nice attacking moves, and here he finds Adeyemi once again to make it 2-1. I send Zidane on a run, take it inside with Coutinho. I eventually find Ginola, and with his defense being all over the place, it's easy for Ginola to slot it home, and once again we are in the lead. I decide to take this corner short. I play it to Zidane, who finds Ginola. A couple of step overs to take it inside and make it 4-2, and now the pressure is on my opponent to get back into this game. Mbappe makes a nice run here. I see his keeper coming out and I decide to chip it, and immediately I knew it was going in and so did my opponent because that was enough for him to quit. So now we are 36-0 and this is my opponent's team for the upcoming game. As in the previous matches, I find Mbappe in space and I cross the body shot, which really works well with him, makes it 1-0. And once again, my opponent's defense is leaving too much space for Mbappe, and I cross the body shot to make it 2-0. Here he finds a nice space with Messi, but I chose to push with Van der Sar, and luckily he saves it. Ginola makes a superb run here. He gets the ball from Mbappe. I decide to shoot it early because his keeper was pushing, and as you can see, it went in to make it 3-0, and my opponent decides to quit. A stupid mistake for me here with Virgil van Dijk. Virgil goes on a tackling spree, absolutely destroying 2 of his players. My opponent finds a little bit of space here with Mbappe, but luckily Van der Sar is there to bail me out. Here I'm faking the pass to Coutinho, but I find Mbappe instead. Some good keeper movement from my opponent means that it's still 0-0 at this time. He rushes with Cordoba, which means Trent Alexander-Arnold has a lot of space here, but unfortunately for me, he misses the shot completely. This opponent was very good at dribbling inside of the box, and here he takes me on a bit of a spin with Mbappe and makes it 1-0, so we are behind in this game. Thuram finds Mbappe here, but Van der Sar makes the save. Again, Trent Alexander-Arnold seems to find the right spaces, but here I wait for the keeper movement and slots it near post. Whenever my opponent had the ball in the box with Mbappe, I was scared for my life. And once again here, a reverse elastico sends me to the shops and he makes it 2-1. A really nice goal for my opponent. I go for the dink, but somehow Van der Sar puts up a hand and saves it. And while doing that, he also absolutely destroys Mbappe. Zidane tries the across the body shot, but his Van der Sar is having the best game I've ever seen. Once again, I find the space with Ginola and Van der Sar makes the save. I cross it into Bale, who does some karate type and everybody was it somehow bounces to Alonso, who's completely free on goal, and he scores to make it 2-2. And here we are in the 88th minute. A long shot from Paul Pogba for my opponent, who rattles off the bar. I get it with Ginola and I see Bale making the run. He has a lot of space, but I need to score on this chance.
Here is Gareth Bale into the box. Bale! Madrid take the lead for the first time in this game.
Well, his name will be everywhere in Madrid.
So this is the next team for going 39-0. He has Vieira and he has Eusebio, Mbappe and Coutinho. So overall a very good team with Lucio in the back as well. And here in the 12th minute he almost made it 1-0 with Mbappe, but it rattles off the crossbar just like in the last game. And in the 28th minute he overcommits with Lucio. I decide to take it first time with Mbappe and it goes in to make it 1-0. My opponent finds some space in the box with Mbappe, some good composure for him, And unfortunately for me, Roberto Carlos scores an own goal. He blocks my shot with Lucio, I get it back with Ginola, I try to square it to Zidane, but his keeper saves it. I keep up the pressure with Trent Alexander-Arnold and I decide to shoot it near post and it goes in. Jairzinho with a lot of space and I decide to shoot early before his keeper gets to me and I make it 3-1. Now we just need to close out this game. A nice ball roll scoop here creates a little bit of space with Mbappe, but unfortunately he misses the shot. I do a step over to try and create some space here with Mbappe. I decide to shoot it near post and somehow it goes in. So now we're 39-0 and this is my opponent's team. He has World Cup Lucio in defense, but so do I. And we get up to the perfect start here in the first minute. I get a lot of space with Jairzinho, a ball roll and a change of tempo and he makes it 1-0. We do our signature move with Mbappe, the step over to create some space and then across the body shot to make it 2-0 and that was enough for my opponent to quit. And that's it, we made it. Another 20-0 to make it 40-0. As you can see here, we get gold Mbappe from one of the player picks. Really nice to finally get something good from the player picks. Unfortunately, I already have the player of the month Mbappe, but this Mbappe will be a very nice addition to the club. And from the first pack, we get an 86 inform Martin Braithwaite, but besides him, just some decent fodder in the pack. Here in the next pack, we get Trent Alexander-Arnold, and besides him, nothing really is going on in this pack, just some 84s. And from the 84 pluses, I see the fantasy walkout. French, right mid, is Loriente. He isn't a player that I'm going to use in any time this year, but it is always nice to get a special card from the rewards. But that was it for this time, guys. Please leave a like if you enjoyed and consider subscribing to the channel. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.